Hi guys, welcome to today's class on victory design. Today I'll be taking you into the essential concept in programming called the ternary operator in JavaScript. Now guys, this is like a continuation of last class of which we just gave an intro into ternary operators. But in today's class we're going to go or we're going to dive deeper into what ternary operators are and some hidden concepts which you need to know in order to use them effectively. So let's dive in guys. The first thing that we are going to do is that we're going to recap what a ternary operator is, of which, like I said before, a ternary operator is a shorthand way of writing an if-else statement. A ternary operator is a shorthand way of writing an if-else statement. The primary purpose of doing this is to simplify your conditional statement and make your code cleaner and more readable. That is the reason why we make use of ternary operators. Alright, and then for a recap, the syntax or rather the formula of ternary operator is what I gave here. You can see guys here. This is this here as you can see here is the ternary operation formula or syntax, the basic syntax of it, of which we have the condition. That means the condition that you are trying to verify, followed by if that condition is true, you put the value here or the expression here that you want it to be displayed. But if the value is false, like if your condition is false, you put the expression that you want to display on your console here. Alright. Now, first of all, let's also consider another example, guys. Another example of which we already gave here, right? Okay, I think I cleared that off already. I cleared this off. So let's just create another example here. Now let's say for example, you want to actually consider if someone can, let's say you are creating a game and then you want to consider if the person can actually open that the next stage or the next level. Now if the person has enough coins, then the person can open the next level. But if the person does not have enough coins, it will not the person not be able to open it. So what do you do? Now let's create a variable. Now let's say let coins is equal to what? Coins is equal to what? Let's say 100 for example, right? Now let's if now the condition now if the coin is greater than or equal to 100, then what happens? What happens? Print out, okay, this is coins and not coin. Then print out console.log this expression. Console.log this expression. Your next level has been opened. Your next level, your next level has been opened. It's an exclamation mark. Then else, right? Else, that is if the person has any coin lower than 100, that is else. What then happens? Console.log, that's print out buy more coins or get more coins instead. Okay, console.log get more coins to open the next level. So we'll now say get more coins, get get more coins to open your next level. Right? Good. Now this is an example of a normal if else statement. First of all, we are trying to check. Now the logic is that we have a game, right? We're trying to create a game logic whereby if the person wants to open the next level, the person needs to open it with a particular amount of coin. Now if the person now initial variable is that the person has 100 coins. Now if the person if the person's coin is greater than or equal to 100, then the level will be opened and then the person your user will see this printed on their console saying your next level has been opened, right? But if the person's coin is less than 100, it will then print out get more coins to open your next level, right? Now let's convert this if else statement into a ternary operation. And how do we do that? We make use of this formula. All you have to do, right, guys, is just to create the same variable, of which I'm copying this one and pasting it again. Create the same variable. Let me just change this to something else, right? So it's not clash. Create the same variable, right? Let me change this to var so there will not be error. Let me change this to var so it's not be showing error. Okay. Now create the same variable, alright? Then after creating the same variable, then create another variable. Let's just say var result. Or let me just say var game instead. Game. Right? Is not equal to, they will not put this on this particular formula there. Okay, copy. You see it, guys? So all you have to put at the back of your mind is that if you want to make use of ternary operations, just remember two lines of code. The first one is the variable that you created, and then create another variable. Start putting equal to, then put the formula of ternary operations here. In the sense that all you have to do is come here. Let's say var the same thing, right? Equal to. Now, what's the condition? Condition is what? Coins is greater than or equal to 100. So just carry this guy here and put it there. Or to copy and put it there, right? Followed by a question mark. Then, if this condition is true, what do you want to be printed out in your console? Now, if this condition is true, from this if statement, it will print out your next level has been opened, right? So therefore, put this thing there into the formula. Put it here, paste, followed by colon, right? And then if this particular condition is not met, that means if it is false, what do you want to be printed out? Then to not print out get more coins, open your next level. And if that condition is not met, so now put it after this colon. That's simple, guys. Do you see how simple? And then console log your whole console.log your game. Do you see it, guys? It is that simple. It's that simple, very simple as this. So now, as you can see now, before we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 lines of code. But by making use of ternary operation, we can now have just how many lines of code? We cannot have just, let me take this off, guys. This is the formula. Okay? Let me take this off. So by using your ternary operator, you cannot have just 1, 2, and 3 lines of code. So this is a shorthand way of writing your conditional statement or your if else statement. It is a shorter way of writing them. Alright. So if I'm to put this particular code on my console, it's gonna give me the same answer. And what answer is that? It's gonna give me what your next level as you open, because the coin that we have here, which is 100 coins, is equal to the condition that was given, which is greater than or equal to 100. Alright. Let me just display that on my console. Let's put it on control paste. You see, guys, it gave me your next level has been opened. That's because it has checked this particular code here compares this one, and then it realized that they are both true because the coin is actually equal to 100. Then it then gives me this first value, which is what your level has been opened. That is the expression if it is true. But if this particular coin was anything less than 100, it will definitely give me this other one, because that is the expression if false. Alright. So if I'm to do the same thing and put something lower than 100, let me say I put 10 and then press enter to give me get more coins to open your next level, because that is the expression if false. So guys, that is basically how you make use of ternary operations. That is how you make use of your ternary operation. Okay. And going forward, we have different examples of making use of this expression in real life scenarios. We have different ways of making use of ternary operation in real life scenarios. let's say for example want to look if a number is even or odd, we make use of this ternary operation. It's a very simple, either you make use of if else statement or you make use of this ternary operation. If you want to check if someone is eligible to vote, you can make use of this if else statement or ternary operation, right? So we have different examples in real life that you can make use of it in. And we also have different advantages. Okay. Number one is that it brings about brevity. All right. It brings about brevity. The entire operation allows to write less code for simple conditions, thereby reducing clutter and making it easier to read at a glance. As you can see, guys, looking at this code now, this one you are seeing here, this code here, and this one here. Obviously, this one is shorter, right? It's shorter and it is easier to read more than this one. Okay, so that is why it is good to make use of ternary operators, right? Number two is that it brings about readability. That means for straightforward conditions, it can enhance readability by keeping related logic together in one line. That means this whole code you are seeing here, this if from here to here has been written to enter into from here to here, just here. You see, guys, we have converted 5 lines of code into just 2 lines. So therefore, it makes reading this particular code very easy and straightforward. And by using ternary operator, you can experience inline usage in the sense that you can write code inside, you can write plenty lines of code inside just 1 line. All right, just as we did in this particular code, we are able to write plenty lines of code inside 1 line, and that's what we call inline usage. That's what we call inline usage. Okay, so apart from that, we also have what we call nested ternary operator. That is putting one ternary operator inside of another one. Yes, that is what it means. Nested operator means putting one nested operator into another one. Now, why ternary operator is powerful? You can also nest them by placing one inside another, and this allows for complex decision making, but should be used cautiously. Why? Because it can lead to problems. Now, let me give you an example of what we mean by nested ternary operators. Let me go to my VSC and display what I actually mean by that. Now, let's display. Now, let's say, for example, we are playing a game and they want to check the score and display something, display the person's grade based on that score. So let's say, for example, let's give a variable and call it score, right? Let's give a variable and call the variable score, and let's say the person's score is what, say 40. Okay, and then we also give the grade the person will get. Variable grade grade is equal to what? Then now let's say now we are going to make use of ternary operation. Now what's the condition? The condition is what? If the grade is greater than or equal to grade greater than or equal to what? To say 90. That's then we say question mark. Then what should you print out if it is actually true? Should not print out say grade 8, or grade 8. Okay. Say let's say grade A, right? But if this condition is false, like if the grade is less than 90, then what? Then now put column first of all. Then we'll now say grade what? Grade B. You see how easy it is, guys? Now I don't have to make use of if else that is very long. You now do if and put console, then after doing if you now come to else and then put another console. You see how easy and fast this code is, and very, very neat it is. See how fast it is, guys. That is actually what happens when you make use of the ternary operator. You see? So now I'm trying to give you example on how to make use of nested ternary operators. So what we are going to do is that we will now come here, right? After having your grade, this one here, we now have the first option. Then we will now come here and then put another one here. That is another condition. Okay. So let's open our bracket and then put the same grade, right? Is greater than or equal to say 80, and then come here, put question mark, and then we put grade. Let's just leave this one here already, grade B, and then we also come here, guys, column, and then put another condition, a third condition, and say score. Let me just take it to the other line of code to you know, I don't want to get confused. Let me just bring it back in. So we also say score is greater than equal to what? 70, and then we now say question mark, and then we say what? Grade C. Grade C. And then for the last one, which is a default, then say grade D. Okay, let me just expand it so you see it as just a stretch. Good. So guys, now the first thing we have the first condition, right? Followed by a question mark. Then we have, if it is true, it will print out grade A. Then we have a column. Then we have the second condition, which is grade less greater than equal to 80, question mark, and then we have grade B, right? We have column, and then we have the last condition, which is score. A message score. I'm supposed to put grade here, grade, right? And then we now have the last one, grade C, and then we now have the last option, which is grade D. That is, if all these ones are not met, to now give us grade D. And let me explain again. Now, this is what we call a nested ternary operation. Guys, remember that I said that we can have, if you remember in our previous class, in the class whereby we talked about the else if statement, whereby I said that you can have different multiple conditions by making use of the word the else if. In the sense that if you have this if statement and you have the else statement and you want to put more conditions, all you have to do is to come here and then you make use of what we call the else if, right? The else if statement, right? If you remember, guys. So this is us rewriting that else if statement into this one line of code. Now, if you have a normal grid, you can only write just two conditions, which is this one and this one, right? From just your if else statement. But with nested ternary operation, you can write different kinds of conditions and still be able to get your answer. Now, looking at this code, guys, what happened in this code? Right? What happened? That is why, but another factor about making use of this nested grid is the fact that you might have difficulty in understanding it. That is why it is not so advisable to make use of nested ternary operation, because you might have difficulty and you can easily get confused. So guys, please do well to follow me closely. Now, looking at those codes, guys, the first thing that we have here, right? The first thing we have here is our variable. We have our variable first of all, of which our variable was given a variable name score, right? And then in the score, we gave it a value of what? A value of 40. Okay? We gave it a value of what? Of 40. Then we create another variable and give it a variable name called grade, right? Of which the first condition is that if the grade, let me change this to grade and not score. Okay. Oh god. Okay, let me just do okay, score. I think I made a mistake. I'm supposed to put score here. Score, score, put score here. and I'm supposed to put score here. Good. Now that's correct. Now if now we gave it a that variable and we gave it the name grade, right? That's that if the score is greater than equal to 90, then it should print out grade A. Or this let me just represent this column as all, right? Just be calling this column all. Or if the score is greater than or equal to 80, then print out grade B. Or again, if the score is greater than or equal to 70, print out grade C. Or if the score does not apply to anything here, print out grade D. Do you understand, guys? So that is exactly what this code is doing. This code is doing that simple task. So let me just place this on my console and see what it will give me. Obviously, it is going to display for us what. Let me just put it there. Copy. And then let's paste it there. You see, guys, it gave us grade. That is because looking at this particular code, the first one was 90, the range of 90. The second one was range of 80, and the last one was range of 70, right? But this fourth that we have here will be in the range of grade D because there's no condition that is close to this fourth. That is why we got you get. That is basically how we make use of what nested grid. So in conclusion, guys, please know that nested grid is not so advisable to you, right? Because it leads to a lot of errors except you very much understand how it works. So if you must make use of this nested ternary operator, know that you can only and you should only use it if you must. It is more advisable to make use of the else if statement if you are trying to utilize the different conditions, alright. It is advisable to make use of the else if statement if you want to utilize different conditions. You should only use this particular nested ternary operators if and only if you must, alright. So guys, hope you enjoyed today's class and hope you understood the logic I'm trying to pass across. In case you are confused, please do leave your questions in the comment section and I will do well to reply them as soon as possible. Have a great day and happy coding.